Hey, what's up, guys? Nicholas Marsink here, and I'm really excited to show more information about Warp Metaverse. We were set up a little bit back with the Kickstarter, but don't worry, we're still moving forward. In fact, better than ever. That Kickstarter has given us a lot of comments and feedback to just better improve the game in general. One thing that we noticed was with the visuals and the performance, a lot of notes on that. Some people even went on and said that the game looks like a PS2 game. That hurts. But anyway, yeah, it went with a really stylized graphical look. Performance wise, there was some issues with Unity here and there. But yeah, I think visually it could have been improved, and definitely this was a first generation product. This was an alpha build of the game, and obviously it would have looked better in the production value. The production product. But anyway, people want to see better graphics, and so we're going to try to deliver that. So we have two suggestions. We're either going to continue with Unity going forward and just try to streamline our pipeline and make a better game in general, not really worrying about the graphics as much, just moving forward with a better game. Or we can try to move on to another system like Unreal that will provide those better graphics with not as much effort as it would have took in Unity. And actually, we can even create a great game there as well with new ideas that Unreal can provide. And so those are the two different things. And I would love to get your feedback when I'm showing this video to you. Should we stick with Unity and probably have a game out sooner than later with the same graphic style? Or should we try Unreal and have a new idea game with a better graphic style, maybe releasing for the next generation consoles? Who knows? But anyway, so you guys let me know based on what you see here. So this is Unity. Right, so that's sort of one of the areas in the game that was New Arcadia Otis Tower. So that's how it looked. One thing I liked about this was the ceiling area. So that ceiling was a fake skylight. That's just a texture that used an emissive color. So that's important to remember, but it's very saturated and bright. But that's important to remember that this was not a real window, so it wasn't transparent at all. So we went ahead and just rebuilt this scene very, very quickly in Unreal just to see what we would get rudimentarily. And this is what we're at. This is where we're at right now. So you can see that the skylight is a little bit different. It's not as saturated as it was, and it's not as bright as it was, but this is a lot more realistic, right? So you can actually see the sun flare come through out of there because this is an actual transparent object. So that's real glass. Same goes for this back area here. Whereas here it was just like this texture. Here you see real light. And this castle will be in an actual world, and you'll be able to see birds and clouds and stuff move in the background because these are actual transparent objects. Another thing you'll see is there's very minimal shadows in this area because it was using like this fake lighting. So we had to put these point lights everywhere to make it look like it was actually sunny. Whereas here you've got these beautiful shadows here. And I think that Unreal just definitely renders it out a lot better than Unity does. Don't mind this little ragdoll character. We're working on some physics, so it's going to look kind of funny. But yeah, I think Unreal does a really good job with the visuals. And we'll just walk around here and take a look at this castle. Whoop. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, we still have some clipping issues here. See the flames up there. Sorry. Yeah. And if you look at the right there, you'll see the frames per second. We're looking at 80 frames per second right now. And it's not even that optimized. I think we can do better. Yeah, so it definitely looks good. It only took a day to do what you just saw there, whereas this took a couple weeks. Obviously, it's a little more full, but because the assets were already there and made, we were able to hash this out a lot easier than it did building it all from the ground up when we're using Unity. So yeah, I think visually it looks great. If you want to get an idea of how it'd probably look if we went this route, you can think Kingdom Hearts 3-esque looking. So obviously would have to remake Jay or whatever character that's going to be the main character for this game. But yeah, just let me know down below. What do you think? Should we go and pursue Unreal and get this type of look? Continue doing what we're doing here, continue on this path, or go back to our old project, see what works, what doesn't work, and go from there. The biggest issue here is that all the scripts that we made cannot be used between the two. So we made a lot of scripts for Unity 3D, can't be used on Unreal, unfortunately. So that's the bummer. It might take a little bit longer to make a game, but it might be a better game. And to be honest, we're probably not going to use a lot of scripts anyway that we made, because the type of game that we have is going to be really, really different. You're going to really like it. If we go with this route, you're going to like what we have. Can't go into it because it might change, and obviously then I told you misinformation. But it's going to be fun. You're going to like it. Anyway, let me know down below in the comment section, and you have a good one.